takes a certain kind of person to go into the far reaches of our planet, to places that still are untouched, and to try to bring back new documents. That started with diving. I love the water. I love being in front of masses of animals. I like to get close. There was a lot of life there, and I wanted to try to bring out the underwater secrets of the Arctic. And so far, I haven't got eaten. That's a good thing. The Arctic. It's incredibly beautiful. It defies logic. It's a place that seems like an otherly world. And underwater, it's just as alien-like. You're under the ice, the sunlight comes through the ice, and it's like you're swimming through a cathedral. It's got all these beasts, and very little documentation has ever been done on any of it. When I first arrived to the Arctic, the Inuit, the Eskimos that I worked with, told me the walrus was a monster. It could hold you against your will, it could knock your head off with a smack of its tusks, and it could suck your brains out. Which made me terrified. I didn't want to dive with it. Who wants to get their brains sucked out? But I just couldn't believe that it was a total monster. And so what I did is I followed them and I started filming the mother and the baby bond. All I could think about was that is exactly like a human mother hugging her baby. They weren't monsters at all. That led me to want to find out more about the walruses. So I started living side by side with the walrus herds. And it's amazing. But sometimes I would see these white little specks swimming to the walruses. And at first you think it's like a little seagull when you see it with your naked eye. And when you look through the binoculars, you see it's a polar bear. Science at the time thought that bears would never take on a walrus. They were too dangerous. They had these big tusks, and they could injure a bear. We found a region that you could actually see bears that had learned to hunt walrus. So I really wanted to document this amazing behavior. The problem was the walrus started to sweat. They actually were so hot that steam was coming off. It was like a sauna. And the current in the air happened to be going in the same direction as the bear, and I couldn't see him. All I could hear was the walruses going nuts and panicking, and I thought, for sure, I missed the shot. And then all of a sudden, the steam cloud settled down, and there was the bear. And right then and there, the bear stood up, and he went for it. This was a huge moment, because you know you're capturing, for the very first time, something that no one's ever seen before. And you can reveal the secret of an animal's life. This was just the most amazing document I've ever documented. And he went up into the walrus herd and he grabbed the baby. After this, scientists started to realize that in this region, bears, in fact, were hunting walruses. The Arctic is one of those places where there's still well-kept secrets. And I think because it's cold and it's remote and it's so difficult just to grab any kind of nugget out of it, there's still a lot left there to discover. It's a very special place.